Hey everyone! So this is our staged Eloise's nursery because obviously when she gets here and when she's older and Adeline are older, they're both going to end up in this room and they're going to share it. But we wanted to have it kind of, so we have the nursery for her for when we have the newborn photos. So we did it slightly different just so it doesn't look exactly the same. Obviously we did the cute little name sign. We matched it with Adeline's name sign so that in the future when they're both in here, they're both going to be up. We got, I don't know, with each pregnancy, like with Paxton, even before I knew he was a boy, when we were doing the nursery, all I could think of was like a sage green, and that was kind of the theme. And then with Adeline, all I could think of was like the muted pink, which that was the theme. And then with this baby, all I kept thinking about was flowers, like wildflowers. Even before I knew she was a girl, I kept thinking, oh, well, if she ends up being a girl, then that would be kind of like her first birthday theme. So when we did our gender reveal, the theme was like our last bloom, so it was flowery, and I kept thinking, oh, I'll be able to save these decorations if she's a girl. Here, I just hung out a couple of little outfits. These are all Adeline's old outfits, and whenever they're both in here, I'll obviously have some of Adeline's fancies hanging here too. And then, so this all obviously stayed the same. We didn't repaint it or anything. And then here, we kind of restaged the dresser area. So I made the E for Eloise and put some Mod Podge, some dried flowers. The dolls are the same. Add a little bit of flowers. Kept that empty flower frame, and then obviously kept the rainbow and the little sign. And then these were mine when I was little. I never wore them, but they were shoes my mom bought when I was younger. Obviously this will get cleared off when we do the photos. These are just some toys that I pulled out that are baby toys. This is the Adeline sign. And then just because I want to walk you guys through what the plan is for when the girls share the room. So when they share the room, obviously we need to get rid of this dresser, and I'm going to envision putting a nightstand here and here, and then a twin bed with like Adeline and Eloise's name depending on who gets what side. And then on this side we'll get a dresser that's just like a tall dresser where they can put their clothes. And then I'll probably still keep this little thing just because, girls have fancy little outfits, and then they can hang their cute fancies here to have them kind of on display, like they're more, pretty dresses. And then obviously the closet right now has all of Adeline's stuff hanging, and then tons of bins of old Adeline clothes, and then obviously eventually we'll get some new stuff. But yeah, so this is Eloise's staged nursery, but then in the future it'll be both of their room.